It not only serves up suggestions for what to eat, but how you should be doing it. So what do all the changes mean for your grocery shopping and your dinner? I met with nutritionist Trudy at Fiesta Farms for some help.
The number one thing I like to recommend that people put in their carts is dark leafy greens. So many abundance of nutrients can be found in dark leafy greens. You can get calcium, you can get magnesium, so many antioxidants that's really going to help to prolong your life and help to prevent heart disease as well.
The big question is for a lot of people affordability, because it seems like it's really expensive to eat healthy.
It's a myth. Don't listen to it.
Okay. I mean, in the food court at work anyway, the burger costs a lot less than going to the stand and getting some veggies.
This is true, and that's why you need to make more meals at home, which is another thing that they recommended that I absolutely loved.
Portions.
Yes.
They've kind of stepped away from saying you have to have this much dairy or this much. What are they talking about with this change?
I think they just want people to be a lot more intuitive when it comes to eating and just really paying attention to how your body feels when you eat something. There's actually, an ancient theory. It's called Hara-Hachi Bu, which is essentially just eating until you're 80% full. So when you feel you're about 80% full, that's when you know you need to pull it back and just stop a little bit and just check yourself to make sure that you're not overeating.
So Trudy, let's talk about some of the foods that you've adapted to be more in line with the food guide and I guess also more affordable.
Okay, so one of my favorite dishes is butter chicken.
Yes.
So what I do sometimes is I replace the chicken with tofu instead. So it's a much healthier alternative and it still tastes absolutely delicious.
It does taste delicious.
It does, I promise, I promise.
I heard you're also a big fan of
lentils. Yes, I love them. Lentils helped me to lose 30 pounds 5 years ago, so I'm a huge fan of them.
Really? 30
yes,
pounds
30 pounds,
okay.
yeah, so I've stuck with them.
Let's talk about how you were able to pull that off. We've got some right here.
Okay, so one of the things I love to do is actually to put lentils in my dessert. So what I do, and I see your face, and I know you're not convinced.
And desserts.
So, let me break it down for you.
Okay.
So what I like to do is I like to cook the lentils, I turn them into a puree, and I replace the butter with the lentils instead. Oh. So I've made these coconut chocolate chip lentil blondies that taste absolutely delicious, and you would never know that these guys were snuck in there.
Also, they're talking about eating being social.
Right.
Don't eat by yourself. What's that all about?
Well, the more that you eat with people is the more that you're going to enjoy the food and the more that you're going to be mindful of the food that you're eating as well.
Why is it important that we share our meals?
Because it really fosters that connection with people, especially at the end of the day. You have a long work day, you come home, you make your meal with your family, you sit down and you enjoy that meal together. And a lot of people these days are just eating a lot more meals in front of their screens because they're so busy. But this way, it's just really about taking a time out and just really enjoying and being more mindful of that meal that you're eating.